So Nick Higgins and I are now in Atlanta, and we're just kind of hanging out in the Delta's VIP lounge because we found some really cool guys that got us in for free. We have about a 4-hour layover, and we're just relaxing and enjoying the environment before we head out to Ecuador to serve some kids in an orphanage. And we're pumped. So, in the heart of the busiest airport in the world, we're getting set to fly to Ecuador, and all of a sudden, Charlie Brown has made an appearance, and he is working it, baby. Come on! An hour later, look at all these people. An hour later, I get through immigration and customs, right? And still, people on top of people. Absolutely crazy. It's by far the longest wait ever getting into an international city. It's crazy. And by the way, we're at 9,000 feet. Yeah, we're on a mountain. Awesome. So we've now made it to Ecuador and the city of Quito. And this is our first morning here on a beautiful Friday morning. And this is an interior view of the orphanage house where we are staying. And we're getting ready to go and pick up some kids and take them to a park. Let the work and fun begin. Change my life, baby. Bring it on. It's not every morning that you get a fresh cooked meal by a master chef, Nick Higgins. Nick, take the first bite. Take the first bite. Tear it to us, son. Oh, that's a man meal right there. Make love to that food. Love it. Good stuff. Right, so this is the interior of the orphanage here in Quito, Ecuador. And it's just really, really cool, and it's called San Pato Equitiais.
Hola.
Hola. Hola, everyone. Hola.
Hola.
So now we're going to the park. That's great. So now they're really getting excited because the only word I can understand is agua. And when you look, they have paddle boats right here. And this park is around 2.5 kilometers in diameter. It's a pretty nice size.
Yeah, do not fall in.
Do not fall in the water. The agua. So Nick, what do you think, man? Do they just love the water or what?
I'm absolutely exhausted.
Already?
I've only been doing this for
20 minutes. 20 minutes, man. We're getting soaking wet. These kids are absolutely loving life. Oh my goodness. So I've just learned the Spanish term for ice cream is helado. And I don't know any kid in the world who doesn't love helado. Say helado! Helado! He's showing his spirit. Talk about your energy. Whew. The 2-hour trip to the park is now complete. We're moving on to the next activity. And you know, kids are kids, man. They just want to be loved. They just want to be loved. So after a great lunch, we now get to head back to the orphanage. I'm going to wear a pink apron. And apparently it's for spit up control. So that when the kids spit up on me, because we can't take pictures in there, I'm going to be donning this pink apron because love is colorblind. So I am overwhelmed, and I'm probably going to get in trouble for taking this video inside the orphanage. Wow. So we just finished our first afternoon shift at the orphanage, and I can't speak for everybody else, but
We're excited. Yeah, I think we should, get a close-up on your face. Can't speak for yourself right now.
Yeah, I really can't because I'm moved in about 3 different ways, and my heart breaks for these kids. And I'm exhausted, and they just want to be loved. So that's my first experience ever with an orphanage, and my life will forever be changed. So if you look behind me, you're seeing the city of Quito, which is the capital of Ecuador. And off in the distance, you see the sunshine shining down on the other half of Quito. The downtown part is massive. There's 2 million people down below, so it's quite congested. It's beautiful up here though in the mountains. So it's the start of day number 2, and Athena has given us a break from the kitties, which I desperately needed, even though I only had 1 day with them. And we're heading to the actual equator. So we're pretty excited about that because it has been on Nick's bucket list ever since he was 6 years old.
Yep.
Are you excited, Nick?
Yes.
So we're getting ready to go in and see the exhibit where the actual dead center spot of the equator actually rests, which is really kind of interesting. It's very dry and arid. I mean, it's not hot. It's just there's no rainfall here because I just learned that the North and South poles right here at the equator cancel each other out. So there's very, very minimal rainfall, and so it looks very, very barren and desert-like.
Called the lingers, and each linger represents one wife. He has 6 wives, as you can see, and he can have as many as he can support. And there are some of the animals that we can find in the Amazon, like the boa constrictor in here. These kinds of snakes have no poison, and that's why we call them constrictor, because they kill by constriction, they squeeze their victims.
That's enough to scare me. What about you, Nick?
That's a lot. That's
Yeah, Athena? Yeah, I don't like it already.
We can also find spiders like Miguel.
Nick, you can cross this off your bucket list, my friend. Since he was 6 years old, he's always wanted to cross the equator.
Half on the northern hemisphere, half on the southern.
And how do you feel? Do you feel like a house
I
divided?
feel like I'm stuck in the middle.
You are stuck in the middle. You're straddling the equator. That's pretty cool. So, right now I'm in the southern hemisphere. Guess what? I'm in the northern hemisphere. Southern, northern, southern,
See, the thing is, he's
Norman.
really changing chemistry.
and now I'm straddling. Okay, so I just found out one more added benefit about standing here at the equator. All of us that you see in this video, standing in this very spot, we weigh 2 pounds less than what I was in Virginia or even 20 minutes ago downtown. It's awesome. If you want to lose weight, it's simple. Just get yourself to the equator.
Because of the cancellation of the 2 forces, you are going to see that there is no whirlpool force or spinning in the water. And when these leaves get to the center of the sea, they're gonna fall straight down, okay? So, why the surface?
So there's no swirling because we're on the equator.
There's no whirlpool.
No whirlpool. And then the leaves will go straight down. No spin at all because we're on the equator. That's crazy. So now we're in the southern hemisphere. Like literally just 3 feet away. Now we're spinning.
The leaves fall clockwise.
And that's just literally 5 feet away from the equator.
Now we're heading north.
That proves that science is real. Okay, so now we're demonstrating on the northern hemisphere. Again, just 6 feet away from the equator. And it's now spinning counterclockwise. This is
That's
where
why it's easier for the egg to balance itself on the head of a nail.
balancing an egg, not on the man's head, but on the head of a nail on the equator. Much easier.
And well, I have
You said less gravity, therefore less resistance. Okay.
it's much easier.
Oh, come on, Nick. Come on. Hold your hands up this time.
Do it in a minute.
Hold your hands up this time and show him you're a man. Come on, 3 fingers. Come on, Nick.
You gotta do it. If you don't believe me, you gotta do it.
Okay, so it keeps getting better. Not only can you come to the equator and lose weight, but all of a sudden you turn into a wimp. Okay, so we just learned even one more thing. So since there's less gravity at the equator, Nick is now actually going to be able to jump at least 3 inches off the ground. Come on, Nick, jump. It's the highest he's ever jumped in his life. You better record this moment, baby. So now we're going to get a demonstration on her shoving a stick up a guinea pig's beep. Here we go. Oh, that is. Oh yeah, shove it up in there. Shove it up in there. Oh yeah. Shove it right up to the skull. Oh, look at those innards. So the next time you hear the phrase, "Do you want to be my guinea pig?"
No.
I don't think so either. It's something. Well, something else that I've never done before. I just bought an ice cream cone for 25 cents on a bus. They serve you. Talk about high class. Ecuadorians have some class. They come on the bus and they serve you ice cream right here. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so hold my ice cream cone. So now they've just taken it to a whole nother level. Yeah, a full-blown bar of chocolate for 25 cents. Service with a smile. And so the adventure continues. We were going to attempt to take this gondola up to the top of Ruta Petita, which is 14,000 feet up into the mountains behind me, and a spectacular view. The challenge is the line is at least an hour and a half long, and we only have about 30 minutes to get back down into the city for our lunch at the orphanage house. So, unfortunately, we will have to put that off to another time, but that's all right. I'm content. So we just got finished serving at the second orphanage, and this is a little different experience for me just because there was this little boy named Gustavo, and he really took to me, and it's just so clear to me that all he wants is a father. And he was such a sweet boy, and he's only 4 years old, and he's past the age where people want to adopt him because he's too old, but he's such a sweet kid, and I couldn't even take pictures with him. And there's a law that we can't take pictures or video inside of orphanages, and it breaks my heart because I want you to meet these kids. So you just have to take my word for it when I tell you that these kids just, they just want somebody to love them, and they want a home like all of us used to have when we were growing up.